Hey guys, welcome back to my full house. Tonight I am in my bedroom and I just want to talk to you guys about homeschooling. And you might question, well, why are you in your bedroom? Well, there's a reason. I'm here to show you. On to this side, if you want to show them really quick, my husband's recording. I wanted you guys to see. This is our setup. I will go through and explain everything in detail of what we use and how we've organized it. Now we have 3 children out of 6 of our kids doing homeschooling right now, ages 10, 9, and 7. And I just want to go over and show you what we have been doing over the years. At first I was homeschooling. We decided to send our 2 older children to a public school. And that's a whole nother video I'm going to do, and why we stopped sending them to a public school and what gave us the reassurance of why we need to homeschool. I don't know if you're familiar with Andrew Womack, or he talks about in his sermon on YouTube. If you look up Andrew Womack about homeschooling, he encourages a lot of people to homeschool, and it's not just to shelter your children from the world. That's not really the main focus. The main focus is teaching our children values that have to do with God, and teaching them the Word, and then teaching them also math, English, history, all the same subjects, but in a godly platform. And so that's really the reason why we did decide to homeschool, but I'll go in detail more in another video of why we stopped sending them to a public school. But to go back to where we do our everyday school, we do school 4 days a week. Before my husband goes to work in the morning, we do from about 9 till 2 or 3 in the afternoon. We'll do our homeschooling, and it's right here on the computer. We use BJU Press, and I'm not going to open it completely, but I will show you guys a little bit of what it would look like. So you would sign on to your computer, and we added a little tab onto the front of our screen to make it easier for our kids. They haven't officially totally learned how to sign on, but it's a work in progress. So I still sign on for them. And like I said, I have 2 of my kids doing the online courses, and then my youngest that's doing homeschooling, which she's 7, we do curriculum in just books, which I'll show you guys in a minute about it. So over here is what it would look like when we sign in. It shows what we've completed, it shows what we need to do, and if I click on one of these items, this will take me to what their lesson is. So day 5, this would go, this would be the lesson that they're going to do, 4 types of sentences, the materials they need, and if I was to open this file, all it would be is something I would need to print out for them to practice. It's 4 types of sentences. Then down below is the video they would watch for the day. And here's just a little overview of what a video might look like. So I'll just fast forward a little bit so you can kind of get an idea.
If a man have 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, doth he not?
So that's just a little bit about what they would watch. So it's really nice because not only are they getting educated, but they also don't have to hear mom talk all day long. So they get to listen to somebody else. And then at the very bottom, it will tell you day 5 assignment and what they would need to complete. When you are done with day 5, you would go back in the check mark and you would check off all of those, and that would show that you have completed day 5. And then you would go on to the next subject. Up above, if I was to click on English on the top, this gives you a little background of who your teacher is and what to expect from her. A little bit about her too, which is so nice. And then over here, if I wanted to go to the grade book, I can keep track of my kids' grades. And then if I was to click out of this, and then I could sign into my own, each parent will definitely have their own they can sign into. And this allows me to see what my kids have completed and what they haven't completed. And then if I wanted to go down below, I can also communicate with other parents. I haven't done this, but you can communicate with other parents and they can share just, different things on what they might need help with or understanding. Now over here, if I was to click on the top portion, this brings me to the parent resource. Now, the parent resource is really nice because, one, I don't know everything. I'm learning along with them because I've forgotten a lot of things as well. But this gives you the opportunity to go in and get the answer keys to their practice worksheets, to their workbook texts, and that really helps where we're not spending all day just sitting there trying to figure out the answer. We can and then it's like an aha moment. You're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I knew that. But we all need to be refreshed. So this is really nice. I really have enjoyed this. This is our first year doing the online course, and I think we will be sticking with it. Now I wanted to show you a little setup of, I did an unboxing video, so if you haven't seen that, go back and look at it. It's on my, actually it's on my channel, Natasha Garza. So if you're not subscribed, go check me out on Natasha Garza. I have a video on unboxing all of my kids' BJU Press workbooks. So I'm going to show you where I set them up. These are all the books. We have English right here. Now my 10 and 9-year-old, they are in the same subject this year. Same grade, I mean. So this is their English. So nice. It's been such a blessing to our family to finally have, to finally find something that's worked for us. Because we've gone through My Father's World, we've done Abeka, and they were all great. They all had their perks, but I would have to say this by far has been the easiest, and I think it's been a lot more fun for the kids to be able to see somebody else talking to them and explaining things. And it's not just the teacher. They actually have other people come in through different scenarios, and they give like little skits and just intriguing things where it really makes them this is fun, Mom. And then the next day, I don't want to do school. But then they come in and are I really like school, Mom. I'm I know it. We're going to keep doing it, whether you like it or not. But they like it. So this is a good sign. It's a good sign it's working for them, and it's working for me and Dad. So this is their handwriting work text. So this is kind of they're learning cursive and that kind of stuff. It's not writing, it's more of learning cursive now. Then we have Heritage Studies. This is their activity manual. And this is their reading. So they read all these different things, which it's really amazing the things that we've learned so far. I can't say enough good things about BJU Press. So then this is their math. And then it also comes with a student packet, which it has all of these little things they have to punch out. And I ended up buying them an extra little crayon bucket. And when they punch it out, we just stick them in here and then we put them back because they will need them for different subjects or different times of doing math. And actually, I don't know if they'll need them for different subjects, so we'll find that out too. And then this is their reading. It's so nice, you guys. If you're looking for something to help you, if you're a stay-at-home mom or you work, this might be the thing and then they have 2 different reading, A and B. So we're only in A right now. But, and then there's science. So this is their reading, just like the Heritage Studies. And then this is their manual. So this has all like the worksheets in there. It's thundering out right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. And then there's spelling. I should just take these out for a second so I could show them. So their spelling looks like this. And then this is just like a little bit of what's going on inside. Very vibrant colors and pictures. It's really nice, you guys. Now, we haven't touched any of these books yet, so I'm not sure when we will. But we got these books for them to read. And that's for each one of my kids. Now, we've been debating about signing up our 7-year-old, but we kind of want her to keep going with what she's doing and then see where she might be placed. And what might work for her. So down below here, all of these subjects, there's 7 subjects. So English, handwriting, heritage studies, math, reading, science, and spelling. Now if you can come closer, I wanted to show, I labeled everything with my label maker. So it has all of their names, and then it goes in order from 1 to 7. With the subject. Now, all they have to do is look up above and find out what order the subject is in from down here, and then they can place their book up here in order. And then this is their review binder. It just doesn't fit down here, so we set it up here. And this has anything they've done from the subjects. And then I did label them. That way we place them in order. We are to keep them because I'm sure they're going to have to go back and like do some reviews for test. And then down below, they each have a bucket. And in their bucket at the moment, like I said, has a crayon bucket for all of those math cutouts. And then another crayon bucket for crayons, pencil sharpener, scissors, glue, crayons, and a dry erase marker, because you will need one. They mention that you'll need one for doing math or writing for practice, and it comes in handy when we're doing a lot of writing for English, and instead of me sitting with each child trying to help them spell everything, I can write it out for them, and they can write it out after they've told me what I need to write, and then they can also go back and have to reread it. So that way it helps their comprehension as well. So that's been working out for us. These are from the dollar store, just cheap little dry erase boards. So that goes along for my son. Same thing, books, his extra review workbook sheets, all of his binders that has, I can show you what we put inside. Inside here has a chart. He needs a little bit of help with his numbers. He writes them backwards a lot, so I have him check that. Then onto this side, you can have the dry erase or a notepad to do out your math worksheets for practice. Then over here has all of the worksheets that you would need for whatever we're needing them for. They will let you know as you watch the video. They will tell you when to take it out. That's one thing I love about it. Not only is it listed on the front of that screen, but they still tell you while you watch the video what you need. So a lot of times my kids are like, wait, I didn't get that. And sometimes it's sitting here if I had to print something out, And then that helps me too, because then I can just hand it to them. So we have all of that set up for the two that are doing the online course. Over here, this stuff right here now is my father's world. And this, like I said, I still enjoyed my father's world. I think what we were missing is just the online portion. We really needed a little bit more of, if I'm changing a diaper or cooking some lunch or whatever the case could be, I kind of needed that little bit of leeway where I knew they were watching something and I can hurry up and do what I needed to. As being the mom, homeschooling, it's very challenging but very rewarding, because you get to see where your child's, where they're at with their learning. Because if they went to school, that's another benefit. You know exactly how your child learns, if they're one-on-one or they're better independent. So my oldest is better independent. She just needs me for certain things. My son, he needs more of that one-on-one. But I do recommend My Father's World too, because I loved all about the Bible stuff they had. All of it. Now my daughter and son still read from these. They've read this, but they just keep reading it because it's good to remember about the Bible. So this stuff all over here, though, for them too is old stuff, so in the sense, but they can still go in and refresh their memory. So we haven't gotten rid of it. Down below, though, for my 7-year-old, this is what she's using right now. My Caitlin, she's using Becca at the moment. So she's got her social studies right here for her. Her handwriting, which is really nice. And then letters and like spelling. And then more writing for her. So she's definitely getting a lot better with her writing. And then this one is just think and learn, so like math. So it's not that I don't like Abeka or My Father's World, but for online portion, I've really enjoyed the BJU Press. But, so that's our setup in here for right now. So this is where she keeps her stuff. And then over here, this is where there are times I do need to be with them and write things on our board. So it's helpful to have a board in here. I'll show you guys in another video our setup in our kitchen. We have a huge board in there, which is nice when we're all together or reading or learning about something that maybe involves all of us. So over here in the corner, I keep all of my pens, a pencil for me, my clip or my stapler, and then in here has all my dry erase markers and all that good stuff. And then down in here has just some stickers. I did use these at one time. I don't know where the other one is, but I had a boys' restroom and a girls' restroom because sometimes when we're learning, I just felt like, there was always a reason why they wanted to get up. So I felt like if they had this, they had to bring it back to me as soon as they were done using the restroom, and they couldn't go anywhere else. So we don't really do that anymore. This is where I keep all of our index cards for doing like vocabulary, stamps, our extra clocks to help them learn, the clocks. My little ones like to play with that. Then down below has all of our adding and subtracting cards. This is a really neat thing. If your kids are having a hard time learning how to read, this is really neat because if you put it to your ear and you talk in it, it travels back and they can hear the letters that they're having to sound out. So it helps them pronounce the words better. And then extra glue. So yeah, extra pencils. And then over here is where we keep all of our different types of paper. So we have paper for our printer. We have writing paper, 2 different types of paper for writing. These are more for like the younger ones that are learning how to stay on the lines. And then we have, I think that's college rule. But this is our setup. And this is where our kids, they sit here and they learn off of the computer. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit behind the scenes of what we do with homeschooling, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and God bless. Hey guys, welcome back to my full house. Today I thought I would show you my homeschool update on what it's looking like for us with our setup and kind of like what we're doing again. I haven't posted something like that in a little while, and we definitely have switched it up. If you've watched my first one that I did, I have recorded it in my room. That's where our setup was for homeschooling. We've changed it up, so apologize if I'm out of breath, but I am. I'll be 17 weeks tomorrow, which would be Saturday, and so I'm filming this on Friday. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it and show you guys what's going on. Okay, so when you walk into our kitchen, right away you're gonna see our kitchen table. We have a bench and we have chairs. And then over here to the left is our homeschool setup. Our kids are right now learning online. They're doing math today. So this computer is Ruby's. This one's Aiden's. Now as more of our kids you know, jump on to the online learning as well, we will either buy more computers or buy tablets, or I'm really not sure yet. But for now, this is hers. She's got her books here, her binders, and then over here is like extra stuff from other years of doing homeschooling. And then we have our globe. That's my bucket for all of my camera stuff. And then over here is Aiden's. And he's got his binders, his books, and once again, like all his other stuff from doing homeschooling from other years. And then over here is our other little setup for just extra things that we've needed. So up above we have our computer paper for our printer. So I do a lot of printing worksheets to go along with whatever they are learning for the day. This is our morning basket. I'll show you guys more in depth about my morning basket. But down below is my daughter Caitlin's homeschooling stuff. And so that's what she's been working on. And then we just have a bunch of games, more games, and like learning games. And then over here to the right, we just have some pencils. Our pencil sharpener just had better days, so I had to invest in a tiny one for the meantime. Hopefully I'll get an electric one soon. But then over here we do a lot of hole punching for their binders, dry erase markers, and then in here are just some flashcards and note. We use a lot of these for when they do their reading, just to keep our spot. Some stickers. Then this goes along with their learning stuff we do online. This is kind of like a little treasure box. I obviously need some help. We've gone through quite a bit of stuff, so I need to replenish that soon. All of our glue. These are flashcards that they've already, they already worked on, but I keep them for the younger ones. So, and then down here are other like game flashcards, learning flashcards, scripture flashcards, and then this guy is pretty cool. He helps you hear what you're sounding out, which is pretty neat. So you just put it to your ear. It cracked a little bit, but it still does the job. I got it from the teacher store before they closed. Then down here are like all of our extra clocks, extra books, and then I think that's just, I think our tablet we have down there. Then off to the side over here, I have a ton of, oh, what do you call these guys? Anyways, if they need help with learning something like numbers, you know, or ABCs, or even just signs, I have them all in here. I used to hang them on the wall, but it was kind of overwhelming, so I didn't do that anymore. And along we have some other ones, like placemat ones, and they use these when they do like that sand that makes like a crazy mess. So we have clipboards, and that's that over there. And then when you back up, we have a big dry erase board that the kids like to use. Then this is our calendar, which I love. I think it's that Melissa and Doug brand. I've had this for years, guys, but I love it. Love it. Soon we'll run out of the dates. Oh, actually, we're in the last year. 2022, guys. Then over here, my stepdad had made this podium, which came in handy, like so awesome. When I did some review with the kids, I love it because I can just set it up and they can't see the answers, but I can read it to them or ask them questions, and I'm not sitting next to them on the table. And then this is my agenda that I use for them, just to kind of keep track of what we're doing for the week or the day, or to write it down also to remember what we've done. Very helpful. So yeah, this is our table we use for school too. So I have a feeling we're probably going to invest in some different laptops. I don't know if we'll buy more computers. Now these were like $1,000 each, so that's pretty pricey. We don't have to do that again. I'm happy we have them because they're good computers, but I think when more of the kids do learning, we're probably going to do something different. And then over here I like to keep, for the little ones, they always, you know, want to come in and participate, so we just keep them here, and when they say can we color, we go ahead and do that. And then I also like to print out worksheets for them that they can color, but also where they can learn a little something. So whether it's tracing or just something for them to learn. So that's what I like to do. Now over here, this is our coffee bar, but up above and below carries our homeschooling stuff. So I'll start up here. So up above is more of their curriculum for BJU Press, and then over here are some books that go along with their BJU Press. Then these are some books that I have, but I really just don't want the kids really getting into them unless we do them together. They're really neat. I love the, what is this? The Who books, Who HQ or something like that. So these are really neat. I love all the different things they can learn from in these books. And they just make a really good story time for the kids. So that's there. And then down below is some extra curriculum that we've used through the years, but we obviously either didn't finish all of it or we went on to something different. So I still kept them because they're good for the younger ones to just, when they want to do school or pretend to do school, we just help them out and we go through that. Then over here is our money. I love that Melissa and Doug brand. And then over here I have a jar where the kids can count it. I think it's fun for them. And then another game I made up. And then in the next cabinet is my laminator, extra pieces to laminate with, extra paper, folders. And then this just has like a bunch of like electrical stuff. So headphones, extra camera stuff, and then my label maker, which I absolutely love. And then down here, down here has paper for the kids. So a bunch of writing paper in that one. And same for in here, but different style of writing paper. And then just some construction paper for the kids. And then down below, in this cabinet, is all of our craft stuff. So we just, you know, keep it in here for the kids. There's paint in that back bucket, and then just craft stuff in the bottom ones. Then over in this one, we have that sand I was talking about, Play-Doh, and then extra learning things. And then I believe behind, yeah, those are just papers that the kids have done through the years I like to keep. Yeah, so then, you know, I feel like, I don't know, just, we live in the state of Indiana, but everything is so different and changing that I just like to hang on to things for them, but also just for my records, I guess. So yeah, guys, that's our homeschool setup. It really works for us. I feel like, I don't know, it's the best place because we're in here all the time.
What's the bigger number? 9? Okay, now add 2 fingers. 9.
All right. Okay, so really quick, while they are doing school, I'm over here cooking up some food for today, just to make my life a little bit easier once he leaves for work. And I am going on, well, I'm already 17 weeks, so I'm going on 18 weeks. It's going by really quick. I can't believe I'm almost halfway there. So go ahead and show you what we're making. Meatballs over here. And over here is my spaghetti noodles. So obviously I'm making spaghetti. And then in this big pot of mine, I've got chili going. And it smells amazing. Ever since I've started making my own homemade seasoning, I got the restaurant offline, but it tastes so much better, our chili these days. So much better than just buying a chili packet. A lot more flavor going on. They're still doing school today. Working on handwriting right now. What are you doing, honey? Are you coloring?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. I love you.
Have you?
And then we have our living room upstairs. We're trying to tidy up right now. Got the little babies in here. Miss Caitlin's helping pick up all the blocks. You're doing a good job. And what are you doing, Mabel? What are you doing? Just got a email on my my chart, and we're having a girl.
Oh, shut your face.
It's a girl. It's a girl. I know. I was like, what?
You're a liar.
No, it's a girl. I just told the kids. It's a girl. We got you.
We have enough girls. We need another boy, don't it? Man, you made my heart
Why does she love this so much? I shouldn't have brought this up.
No, it's good.
No, she really likes it, like super. But this will get her tired.
Yeah.
You keep hitting her.
What was that?
She's like, ow! You want it, babe?
Hey guys, welcome back to my full house. Okay, today is the first day of Vlogmas. I'm excited, a little nervous because I know I'm going to be editing for 25 days straight, but I'm excited because today we got some packages in the mail. Kids are really excited. They are over there patiently waiting for me to unbox and show them their new school curriculum for this year. We start a little bit different at a time because we do year-round schooling. So we're gonna show you what we got in these boxes. Okay, so it looks like our boxes have a combination inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just open all the boxes, get it all set up on the couch, and then show you each grade and what they're offering. Okay, so everything is finally set up. I've organized it the best that I can. I'm going to show you guys from K5 to 6th grade in order. Okay, so for this year, they are doing things quite different with their online homeschool. Just the portion that's online, obviously. We still got all of the books and everything, but for online, it's going to be a homeschool hub that I'm going to have to learn. So it's going to be a learning curve, but we will learn that, and so will they. Now, this is the checklist that they gave me. It's 4 pages. That way I can check off what we did get in the mail. Okay, I'm going to start over here. This is K5. This is for my 5-year-old daughter, Nevaeh. Normally, around this age, we would do like My Father's World or a Becca and just do the workbooks, but this year we decided to do something a little bit different with her, and we are going to do the online. We went ahead and purchased 2 little laptops when it was Black Friday. I will show you guys what we're going to be using for the 2 younger ones that are joining this year. Okay, so over here, this is Focus on Fives worksheets. So these are like the student handouts. I'm not going to open them right now because I'm going to put them all in a binder. That's what we did with the other kids. And then this, again, is for math. So it goes along. So these are the student handouts. So these are like the worksheets. Again, last year we were able to print them off online. So I really didn't use what they gave us. We kind of printed them, which I don't know why I did that. But I think we're going to obviously use them this year, do a little something different. It's all a learning curve when you start doing things online. It's just a lot different. So this is her student manipulative packet for K5. So basically it just comes with things like this inside, and it goes along with her K5 workbook, which I am super excited for her this year on doing this. She is more than capable and ready for that. Now this is the work text, Focus on Fives. So it's just really neat. I really enjoy it because of all the colors, and it's just really amazing. I'm excited for her, and I know she's excited. Now this is phonics practice. So this is kind of what it looks like in the inside. So it just helps them, you know, with the comprehension and understanding and letters. So I'm very excited for her. If I haven't said that enough, I'm very excited. Very excited. Okay, so then over here, it came with some of these cubes for counting. Again, I know we had gotten some last year with third grade for the kids. And then over here is phonics and review cards. So I've never done anything like that before, so I'm interested to see what they look like inside. And then these are reading books. So I'm not sure how many is in here. It doesn't say, but there's a lot. And if you could see right here, you got half on this side and half on this side. So it's like those thin little reading books. So that's fun. And we already still have some over here. Our bookshelf that we had from other, I think we had gotten them with Becca. Okay, moving on. This is 3rd grade, and this is for Caitlin. She's 8 years old. So over here is her handwriting book, her reading book. Now this is the first one, so it comes with 2. So 3A, 3B. Then this is the work textbook to go along with reading, spelling book, science. And now this comes with the reading book and then your worksheet activity book. So it's really neat what they have going on inside here. Very colorful. I think that's one thing that I really, really love about this BJU Press. Now there are 7 subjects. Now I don't believe there were 7 obviously for K5, kind of like the basics, math, reading, comprehension. But over here we have 7 subjects. So we have the math workbook, very colorful. I love it. Down here is another manipulative packet for math, English, their reading or their worksheet book. So it's just so nice and well put together. Then over here is Heritage Studies, and this comes with a reading book that they get to learn many amazing things. And then this is their activity manual. So worksheets. Now again, I'm not sure how the hub is going to work this year with the online, but they did have extra worksheets at times, even in math. So you would have to print those out. And so I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work this year, but we'll figure it out. Then over here it comes with 3 books. So we've got that one. Now we already have these books, so now we have triples. So these are some things to go along with those books. They kind of just have a little bit of fun things inside where they can make a craft basically. Then over here, these are their tests. So I'm able to, for example, for science, you know, they would come in here and I would give them the first one. And then I just tear it out and then we staple it and then we put it in their books or their binder. And then I have the answer key here where I can go and make sure that they did it correctly. Then over here are all the student handouts. I'll be putting these in binders. That way they have it for each subject. So there's 7 here for grade 3. So she's super excited this year to start her online because she's been doing a lot of workbooks this past year, preparing. And then over here is my son's. He's doing 4th grade this year. Now, one thing that I love about homeschooling that I'm going to talk to you guys about the end is just how flexible you're able to do things differently for your children that might have special needs or that need extra time. Okay, so down here I have his test and then his answer keys over here where I can obviously check it. And so these are kind of what his tests are looking like. So yeah, it's going to be a good year. I'm excited for him. And over here is the student handouts. So these again will go into binders for his subjects. Then down here is his 4th grade science. So this looks really amazing. Very interested. I love them doing homeschooling because I'm able to relearn things myself by helping them. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about all that amazing stuff that you learn in school that you don't really use every day, but it's really good information. So that's his science book, activity manual. This is 4th grade English. So this book is pretty thick, as you can see. I hope that's not intimidating to him with his personality. Okay, and then over here is 4th grade Heritage Studies. This is his reading book portion. And then over here is his activity manual. Then over here is assignments for us with math. So these are what they'll be getting these out to them. Wondering if this year we're not printing extra things off online, that maybe I'm giving it to them. Again, this is a new learning curve with the new Homeschool Hub. Last year we didn't have like assignments with answer keys, so I'm curious. But we'll figure that out and I'll keep you guys updated on what I found out. Over here is the work text for math. And then again, another manipulative packet. So this is really cool. Fun. Okay. And then our reading voyage for 4th grade. You guys, this is huge. So I'm thinking they combined it into one instead of like 3rd grade where you had 3rd A and 3rd B. So this is pretty cool though. So reading work text. Just kind of showing you guys what it looks like inside. Handwriting. Our kids loved handwriting last year. They have learned cursive, which I've heard now they don't teach cursive anymore in schools. So it kind of makes me sad, but I'm happy they're learning it. Spelling for 4th grade. And then over here is all of the student handouts. So I'll be putting these in binders. These are like their worksheets. And fun stuff over here for 4th grade. Okay, so for 6th grade, this is for my 11-year-old daughter. So this is her spelling book for 6th grade this year, which again, a lot of excitement going on. She is super excited to be starting 6th grade this year. Got that. This is her handwriting. A little bit different because it's a little bit thicker, but I would expect that with you getting into a bigger grade. Now, this is her reading book for 6th grade. Looks phenomenal. Look at all of these amazing things. Super excited for her. Okay. And then this is her reading work textbook. It's so thick, you guys. Oh my goodness. We are stepping it up this year for sure. Science, her reading book. Amazing. Amazing. So cool. Okay, and then this is her activity manual. So she'll be doing all those. Then you have Heritage Studies. So this is Heritage Studies, obviously is like history. They just named it a little bit different. I don't know if that's like in your guys' school. I don't know if they have it just history class or is it Heritage Studies. I'm not sure. But for BJU Press, it's Heritage Studies. So this is her activity manual. Then over here is her math. So this is her math workbook. Now, it doesn't look like she gets a manipulative packet this year with that. So this is her English, writing, and grammar. Stepping up the game this year. I remember a lot of things in 6th grade. This is her student handout. So again, all of these are going to go into binders. I will definitely make a video and showing you guys how I organize their binders with putting it in, labeling it, putting their names on it, and how it helps keep everybody organized and focused. Then down here, these are her new books that she's going to be reading this year. So pretty cool. Definitely a whole new world reading some of these books. This one looks really amazing to me. So I'm excited to see what that one's about. And then she did get this fancy pen. So I'm assuming that she's going to be using this in handwriting at some point. Writing fancy or something in that sense. Okay, guys, so this completes the BJU Press haul for K-5, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 6th grade. Okay, so this is just the simple laptop that we got on Black Friday. They were originally like almost $300, and we literally got them for $100. So I ended up buying 2 of them for our kids, and I have yet to open this one, but this one is all set up. And so this year we will be adding them on this with a headset. So it's very convenient because if we go somewhere, we can also take it with us. And then the older ones can also use it if they need it. Or if I'm over here with smaller children, I can say, you know what, let's sign into the laptop and switch with your other sibling and sit next to me, and we can learn together, because they have a portion where they have to listen to a teacher online for each subject, and then they go on to their worksheets or reading or whatever it is. And sometimes, you know, I'm not able to be over there because I have 7 children and I'm scattered everywhere. But having this laptop, I feel like is going to really help this year. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And okay, guys, that completes my BJU Press haul. And I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of what my kids are going to be using this year for their curriculum. And again, I will do another video on how I organize this and how I learned how to use the Homeschool Hub online. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Okay, we just unboxed all of our BJU Press, and this is what we received in the mail. I'll start here. I really don't know what any of this technically is, except you know, all the subjects, but we'll figure it all out once we start doing it on the online courses. So this right here just is these are my people, so some literature, and for an example, that's the back side, so that's pretty cool. Some things for them to learn about other places, and the case of the dog-napped cat. And we have our almost 10-year-old and almost 9-year-old will be doing 3rd grade this year. And this is our first time doing BJU Press. So just trying to give you guys an idea what you would receive in the mail. Okay, so right here is the work text, Adventures in Reading 3, so that's 3rd grade, and it's kind of what it looks like on the outside. And then this is the student handouts. So I'm just going to go through and show you what we're getting. I'm not going to really open anything yet. Then this one is the Adventures Reading 3B, and it also comes with 3A, so this would be the first one. And then over here is English, writing and grammar, so I'm assuming that's their workbook. And then also comes with student handouts. So, and then over here we have the activity manual for science, and then the student handouts. And I think this is just like a book they're going to be reading about science, so I'm sure the handouts are for that. Then Spelling 3, the student handouts. And over here we have History Activity Manual for the Heritage Studies for 3rd grade. And the student handouts. And then another book to go with it, just like the science one. And then over here we got 3 chapter books. So it looks like they'll be reading these. And then over here, just a little overview, is what's left. And I'll start over here first, but this is the handwriting for their school year, and then their student handouts for handwriting. Then up here is the student handouts for Math 3, and then this just has like a bunch of different stuff inside of it. So I think we're gonna like purchase something to keep it all in once they pop them all out and save them. Pretty cool. And then over here is Math 3 again, another workbook. So this is the workbook, and this is the handouts. And then over here is all of, I'm guessing, like I said, we're new to this year. We've never done an online course. So this is the video lesson guide to me it looks like it's, you know, each day it's going to tell you. Sorry, my lighting keeps going off and on. So, tell you how to go through the day and the week and what you're learning and what to expect. So that's for math. Well, there's 2 maths. Then for the English, spelling, because I have 2 using it. Do you want to pick those up? Dropping them. Sorry. Science, handwriting, and then the adventures for reading, the heritage studies. So they give you 1 for each subject that you're learning. So yeah, we'll go over that more as we learn it. And then test. These are all the test packets for all of them. And then this is the answer key for me to check what they do.